Never take the wife. A driver and his wife is stopped by a police officer. Driver say, "What's the problem, officer?" Officer say, "You were going at least 70 miles an hour in a 50 zone." Man say, "No sir, I was going 50." Wife say, "Oh, Harry, you were going 80." The man gives his wife a dirty look. Officer say, "I'm also going to give you a ticket because you have a rear light out." Man say, "Rear light? I didn't realize it was out." Wife say, "Oh Harry, you've known about that light for weeks." The man gives his wife another dirty look. Officer say, "I'm also going to give you a ticket for not wearing your seatbelt." Man say, "Oh, I just took it off when you were walking up to the car." Wife say, "Oh Harry, you never wear your seatbelt." The man turns to his wife and yells, "Shut your mouth." Officer say, "Madam, does your husband talk to you this way all the time?" Wife say, "No, only when he's drunk." An Irishman named Murphy went to his doctor after a long illness. The doctor, after a lengthy examination, sighed and looked Murphy in the eye and said, "I've some bad news for you. You have cancer and it can't be cured. I'd give you 2 weeks to a month." Murphy, shocked and saddened by the news, but of solid character, managed to compose himself and walk from the doctor's office into the waiting room. There he saw his son who had been waiting. Murphy said, "Son, we Irish celebrate when things are good and celebrate when things don't go so well. In this case, things aren't so well. I have cancer and I've been given a short time to live. Let's head for the pub and have a few pints." After 3 or 4 pints, the two were feeling a little less somber. There were some laughs and more beers. They were eventually approached by some of Murphy's old friends who asked what the two were celebrating. Murphy told them that the Irish celebrate the good and the bad. He went on to tell them that they were drinking to his impending end. He told his friends, "I've only got a few weeks to live as I have been diagnosed with AIDS." The friends gave Murphy their condolences and they had a couple more beers. After his friends left, Murphy's son leaned over and whispered, "Dad, I thought you said that you were dying from cancer. You just told your friends that you were dying from AIDS." Murphy said, "I am dying from cancer. Son, I just don't want any of them sleeping with your mother after I'm gone." 3 wishes. A government employee sits in his office and out of boredom decides to see what's in his old filing cabinet. He pokes through the contents and comes across an old brass lamp. "This will look nice on my mantelpiece," he decides, and takes it home with him. While polishing the lamp, a genie appears and grants him 3 wishes. "I wish for an ice cold Diet Pepsi right now. Tooth." He gets his Pepsi and drinks it. Now that he can think more clearly, he states his second wish. "I wish to be on an island where beautiful nymphomaniacs reside." Poof! Suddenly he is on an island with gorgeous females eyeing him lustfully. He tells the genie his third and last wish. "I wish I'd never have to work ever again." Poof! He's back in his government office. Infected priest. A little boy, not accustomed to seeing a priest in his work uniform, went up to the priest and asked, "Why do you dress so funny?" The priest replied, "This is the uniform that I wear when I work." The child, still staring at him, asked, "Do you have a boo-boo?" The priest was somewhat puzzled, but quickly figured out that the child was looking at his white and black Roman collar. The priest pulled out the white plastic insert and showed it to the child, telling him that it was also part of his uniform. On the back side of the collar there was some writing, "Wash with warm soapy water." The priest showed this to the little boy and then asked him, "Do you know what these words say?" The little boy, obviously much too young to read, stated, "I sure do." The priest, a little taken aback, then replied, "Okay then, tell me what they say." The little boy then replied, "Kills fleas and ticks for up to 6 months." Fishing gear. A couple went on holiday to a fishing resort. The husband liked to fish at the crack of dawn. His wife preferred to read. One morning the husband returned after several hours of fishing and decided to take a short nap. The wife, with nothing to do, decided to take the boat out. She was not familiar with the lake, so she rowed out, anchored the boat, and started reading her book. Along comes the police chief in his boat, pulls up alongside her and says, "Good morning, madam. What are you doing?" "Reading my book," she replies as she thinks to herself, "Is this guy blind or what?" "You're in a restricted fishing area," he informs her. "But officer, I'm not fishing. Can't you see that?" "But you have all this equipment." "Madam, I'll have to take you to the station and charge you. If you do that, I will charge you with rape," snaps the irate woman. "I didn't even touch you," objected the police chief. "Yes, that's true, but you have all the equipment." I will have ice cream. Little Johnny rushes home from school. He invades the fridge and is scooping out some cherry vanilla ice cream when his mother enters the kitchen. She says, "Put that away, little Johnny. You can't have ice cream now. It's too close to supper time. Go outside and play." Little Johnny whimpers and says, "There's no one to play with." Trying to placate him, she says, "Okay, I'll play with you. What do you want to play?" "I want to play Mommy and Daddy," little Johnny replies. Trying not to register surprise and to further appease him, she says, "Fine, I'll play. What do I do?" Little Johnny says, "You go up to the bedroom and lie down as if you're taking a nap." Figuring that she can easily control the situation, Mom goes upstairs. Little Johnny, acting a bit cocky, swaggers down the hall and opens the utility closet. He puts on his father's old fishing hat. As he starts up the stairs, he notices a cigarette butt in the ashtray on the end table. He picks it up and slips it in the corner of his mouth. At the top of the stairs, he moves to the bedroom doorway. His mother raises her head and asks, "What do I do now?" In a gruff manner, little Johnny says, "Get your butt."